Welcome to Everyday English Podcast. Hello, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Yes, we are. Mark, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great, Anna. I just had a really nice coffee with a new neighbor. It was simple, but it felt good to connect.
Oh, that's lovely. And that is exactly what we're talking about today, connecting with people. Our topic is how to make friends in English.
That's right. We know this can feel a little scary. Talking to someone new is hard, and doing it in another language, it can feel very big.
It can, but we believe it is also one of the most beautiful and useful parts of learning English. Friends make practice fun. So today, we will not give you a big, scary lecture. No.
Definitely no lecture. Instead, we will walk through simple, friendly steps. We'll talk about how to start a conversation, how to keep it going, and some nice phrases to use, all in slow, clear, and simple English.
Perfect. So let's start at the very beginning. Why is this important, Mark? Why should we learn how to make friends in English?
Well, I think English is more than grammar and vocabulary lists. It's a tool for life. Maybe you want to talk to a classmate from another country. Maybe you have a friendly coworker who speaks English. Or maybe you're traveling and you meet someone at a cafe.
Yes, in all these situations, a few friendly phrases can open a door. It's not about perfect grammar. It's about being kind, open, and willing to try. Your smile and your effort are the most important things.
Absolutely. So let's imagine the first step. You see someone. Maybe they are sitting alone, or you are in the same English class. You want to say hello. What do you say?
Okay, let's start with the first contact, the first thing you say. Mark, what's a very safe and common way to start?
I think the easiest is just, hi, how are you? Or, hello, how's it going? How's it going is just a casual way to say, how are you?
And you can say this to almost anyone in a casual situation. Now, after they answer, you might want to introduce yourself. So you can say, I'm Anna, by the way.
By the way is a useful phrase. It means I am now telling you this new information. Let's play this out. Anna, you be the new person in my English class. We are waiting for the teacher.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. I'm Mark, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Mark. I'm Anna.
Nice to meet you too.
See? Simple. Hi, how are you? My name is. Nice to meet you. These are your first tools.
Now, after hello and my name is, you need a little more to start a conversation. You need a comment or a question. Something about the situation you are both in.
Right. This is called making small talk. Small talk is light, friendly conversation about simple things. It's not about big ideas. It's about sharing a simple observation. For example, if you are in a class, you can say about the class.
Yes, you can say, this class is really interesting. Or ask a question. Do you like the teacher? Or, the homework was a bit difficult, wasn't it? See? You're talking about something you both know.
Let's give more examples of situations. What if you are at a park and someone is with a friendly dog?
Oh, dogs are the best for making friends. You can say, your dog is so cute. Or, what's your dog's name? People love to talk about their pets.
What if you don't like dogs, Mark?
Everyone likes dogs, Anna. Okay. What if you're at a bus stop and it's raining?
Ah, the weather, the classic small talk topic in England. You can say, it's really raining hard, isn't it? Or, I hope the bus comes soon. You're just saying something friendly about the shared moment.
The key is to look for something you have in common with the other person. The place, the weather, the event you are at. Then make a simple comment or ask a simple question.
Now, let's move to step 2. Keeping the conversation going. This is often the hardest part. You say hello, you say nice weather, and then silence.
We've all been there, in any language. The secret is to use follow-up questions. Listen to their answer and ask a little more about it.
Let's use an example. I say to you, Mark, this coffee is really good.
Okay, I could just say yes, but that ends the conversation. So instead, I can ask a follow-up question. It is, do you come here often? Or what kind of coffee did you get?
Exactly. You took my comment and asked for more information. Another great type of follow-up question is, what about you? Or, and you? It's an easy way to give the other person a turn to talk.
Let's do a longer example. Anna, let's pretend we just met at a language exchange event.
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Hi, are you here for the language exchange?
Yes, I am. My name is Anna.
Nice to meet you, Anna. I'm Mark. What language are you practicing?
I'm practicing English. What about you?
I'm practicing Spanish. Is English difficult for you?
Sometimes it is, but I like it. Do you come to these events every week?
And just like that, we are having a conversation. It's like a game of tennis. You say something, I say something back and ask a little question. I say something, you say something back and ask a little question.
Perfect. And remember, you don't need to talk for 1 hour. A 2-minute friendly chat is a huge success.
Now we should talk about something very important. Tips and common mistakes. Anna, what's your first tip for our listeners?
Tip number 1. It's okay to be slow. You don't need to speak fast. It's better to speak slowly and clearly. If you need time to think, you can use phrases like, let me think, or that's a good question.
Yes, and tip number 2, it's okay to not understand. If you don't understand what they said, you must ask. This is very important. You can say politely, sorry, could you repeat that? Or, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. This is much better than just smiling and being confused.
This is a great tip. Now, a common mistake. Sometimes learners are so worried about mistakes that they don't talk. But the truth is,
Most people are very kind and patient. They will be happy that you are trying to speak their language. They're not thinking about your small grammar mistake. They're thinking, this person is being friendly to me.
exactly. So don't let the fear of mistakes stop you. My next tip is use body language. Smile. Nod to show you are listening. A smile is the same in every language.
And my last tip, find common activities. It's easier to make friends when you are doing something together. Join an English book club, a cooking class, a hiking group. Then you can talk about the activity. This hike is beautiful. Do you like to cook? It's easy and natural.
Okay, we've covered a lot. Let's do a practice and recap section. We'll repeat the key phrases from today slowly and clearly. Please repeat after us if you can.
First, starting a conversation. Hi, how are you? Hello, how's it going? I'm Mark, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Next, making small talk. Comments and questions about your situation. This class is interesting. Your dog is cute. What's its name? It's really raining, isn't it? Do you come here often?
Keeping the conversation going. Follow-up questions. What about you? Do you like movies, books, sports? Where are you from?
Helpful phrases. Sorry, could you repeat that? Let me think for a second. I have to go now, but it was nice talking to you.
Let's put it all together in one final example conversation. Imagine two people meeting at a community garden.
Hi, are you working on this garden too?
Yes, I am. This is my first time.
Wow, nice. My name is Sarah. What's your name?
I'm Leo. Nice to meet you, Sarah.
Nice to meet you too. Do you like gardening?
I do. It's very relaxing. What about you?
Same for me. Hey, your tomatoes look great.
Thank you. Oh, look at the time. I have to go now, but it was really nice talking to you.
You too, Sarah. See you next time.
See you.
Beautiful. Just like that. A simple, friendly connection.
We want you to remember that making friends takes time in any language. Be patient with yourself. Start with just hello. Next time, try hello and how are you? Small steps.
And every small conversation is a victory. Celebrate it. That's all for today's episode on how to make friends in English. We hope you found it helpful and encouraging. Please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Tell us, what is your tip for making friends? Or what is a friendly phrase you like to use? We love reading your comments.
And remember, our goal is to help you use English in your everyday life. So take one phrase from today, just one, and try to use it this week. Say hi, how are you to someone, or give someone a nice compliment.
You can do this. Be brave, be friendly, and keep practicing.
Keep practicing your English every day.
Goodbye for now.
Bye. See you next time.